Yo, what's going on? It's your man B Swift, and thank you for tuning back in to B Swift Guys Guide. We're going to continue our conversation from last week that featured Antonio Patton from Move and Kareem Hines from New Boys. Let's continue the conversation. I want to talk to you about the problem we just had downtown. I know we kind of skimmed through it early on in the conversation, but seems like downtown has become the hangout. I mean, and it's always been the hangout since I can remember. We was catching the bus to go downtown, hit the mall, catch the bus back, go to the west side or the east side, skating rink, and everything would happen. But now it's become that. We've seen social media videos where these kids go downtown, they meet in a parking garage and it's Royal Rumble like this is WWE. WWE, you know what I'm saying? To where it turned out with kids being shot. It turned out with now, and I don't think it ever went nowhere. I remember the damn curfew from when I was 14, 15 years of age, and my father telling me, don't you get caught by them damn police, because I'm going to let your ass sit in juvenile. I ain't coming to get you. You get what you deserve. To where now that's back. To even now, they are saying, we might step it up a notch. If your kid do something wild, we're coming to get you too at this point, because we're tired. We don't know what else to do. And I guess for me, first in this whole thing is, how do we find these kids something to do? You know, there's, again, I've been doing radio 21 years now. So through my career of coming through radio, I was the under 21 host. I did all the kid parties, you know what I mean, at the St. Peter Claver Center. I forget the other name of it. That's what my father calls it. That's what it just makes me think of it. But there, and used to have something at Keystone back in the day called Club Ice, where it was a poetry / rap battle. We would go in there and have a great time. But now they don't have anything. And the things they do have, maybe they are fighting there. How do we get these kids to understand to have a good time doesn't include fighting, but we can just have a good time. And we want all of you to come because you got basketball programs. Kids go hoop Midnight Madness. That's dope, but that doesn't turn everybody's whistles. How do we figure this out? Because if we don't, as we creep into the summer, it's going to be a bad summer for our teenagers. It's going to be a bad summer for the adults. But looking at what we're looking at right now, it's going to be a badass summer for these teens.
No doubt.
How do we help this problem? Because, again, all I see is the police messing with us.
Right.
How do we find solutions to give these kids places? And I know you guys work 7 days a week. Y'all program 5 days. But your phone rings 7. If a kid call you, hey, it's about to be a shootout, just please come and pick me up. You up and you outside regardless of what wifey says. It's like, I gotta go because it's gonna be a bad call if I don't. You know what I'm saying? How do we find these solutions and get people to buy in with us? Because it can't just be us. It can't just be y'all.
Right.
It can't just be these programs that's getting these grants.
Right.
And doing whatever the hell they's doing, but we ain't seeing what they doing, and they getting these millions and 500s and hundreds, but we don't see them with us on a Saturday night in the places we need them to be.
I think you mentioned something earlier about kids aging out the system, and that really is for system-involved kids. At 18, a kid will age out the system. But a kid will never age out of a transformational relationship. So as long as you have a
say that one more time. Say that one more time.
They don't age out of that. So you, and a lot of times we think that, you know, the kids need us. You said like they need me and they want to be around me or they want to be around New Boy. If we're being honest, we might need them more.
Yep.
We might need them more than they need us.
Agreed.
You know, these kids keep me focused. They made me a better man.
Facts.
A better husband.
Facts.
A better dad. They hold me accountable.
Yeah.
And continue to let them know that. Like you validate me and I validate you. The relationship has to be reciprocal. So once you have that transformational relationship with a young man, too many people in the city have transactional relationships with these kids. They want to cross their T's, dot their I's, whether it be for a grant, for data. I think we focus too much on quantitative data. You know, the numbers. I need that qualitative data. Like you can't put numbers to like what he just said, them text messages and you're getting up in the middle of the night to go in to support a kid. But when you have that transformational relationship, one of the biggest challenges is being able to duplicate leadership.
That's right.
But it is your goal not to leave that young man, but recycle him. You recycle him through the program. So if you develop that relationship, then he does come back. then he becomes a junior mentor or a champion. And then we decide to go out and you put those young men in positions of leadership, because we have to take a back seat in this approach and let them talk to each other, because they can talk to each other and make this gun lame.
Yeah,
they can make going to certain parties lame. We could talk in nauseam about it, but if they manipulate that social media, if they go to schools and wear the right clothing to really put this marketing campaign out there, they can make it lame. If young ladies start telling these young men, yo, put your pants up, bro. It ain't that. I'm not trying to be around with that. Put that gun away. Because right now, young ladies, if they ain't counting the pistol, yeah, they got power. And if you ain't counting the pistol, if you ain't living that life, I can't mess with you. And it's unfortunate, but we have to start going and finding them diamonds in the rough, developing them transformational relationships, and putting them in position of leadership. Not just, hey, I'm going to help you or support you and send you on your way. Like you said, I need you to come back. I need you now to be the voice.
Please. Because like you said, and you said this earlier when we was in another meeting, there's kids out here on social media that have a way bigger voice than B Swift. B Swift talk to 250,000 people every time I crack a microphone, right? But there are kids out here on Instagram and Twitter that if I say pull up on 16th and such right now,
There. What's up?
2,000, 3,000, 4,000 kids is up. Like, oh, bro saying we are. She saying, sis saying we there today. What we doing? These kids got real influence, bigger than the basketball players, the comedians, the radio guys, the television guys. So they become the voices. They become the faces.
And they're the experts.
Experts.
We're not.
That's right.
And I think we have too many people out here that are gatekeepers. Okay, we got too many people out here. And again, and what's going on in our city too, the kids see the dysfunction between the men.
Come on, man.
The kids see
Say that one more time. You struggle to learn with that.
They see the dysfunction. How you gonna tell me, bro, to link up and collab and drop my pistol and shake up with this dude? Man, you ain't doing it. They see the social media posts that some of these clowns be putting on out here, and we going at each other. And like you said, we already got enough ops. We got to tell these young man, that dude over there that look like you ain't your op, state legislators, some of these people in these political positions, those are your ops. Some of these cops, not all of them, we got some good cops, but some of these cops are your ops. The same people that you are allowing yourself to be locked up by or usher you right into that school or prison pipeline, those are your ops. You don't own this block, bro. You own no property on this block, but you're dying for this block. And that's stuff that, my OGs used to say to me back in the days. But I think now, having the kind of reach that these kids have and us having them kind of transformational relationships with them, we got to impart that and motivate and empower them with that information and make them disseminate it. I'm telling them, give me at least 2 or 3 positive posts a day. Not don't post no song, don't post none of that trap, none of that stuff y'all doing. Give me 2 or 3 positive posts. See how many people follow you. See how many likes you get. Go to the hood and sell your book. The young man you talked about. See how many boys buy your book. I bet you they'll buy that 50 bag with you before they buy 2 copies of your book.
Which is crazy to me. Because again, this young man, I remember he was literally this big. He ain't grown much, but he's gotten a little older. And when he sat there and he broke this down to me, and he told me why he made the book and what the book talked about, I instantly, you don't even got to do it first off. Why couldn't you sell me a book than to sell me a bag? You could be out here trying to sell anybody a bag to get high off of, whether it's pills, weed, crack, fentanyl, anything.
Without a doubt.
But you got a book.
And that's what we got to make popular, be Swift, because it's easy. We take their pain, encourage them to turn it into their purpose, and then turn that purpose into a profit. The same way you could flip them packs, you could flip that book, and more people will buy it. And when they buy it, now you're walking around with a peace of mind. You don't got to worry about the cut. You don't got to worry about splitting it up with your man. Now, I put my pain into this. And then again, them putting that pain into that book, that becomes therapeutic. Like you said, once these kids start writing, once we can motivate them to sit down and start writing or do the vision boards, they won't stop. They keep going. They keep going. How many adults do we have that can make that connection with that kid to make them do that? You talked about the young man stealing the cream pies from the store. I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to let them know I did it too. Matter of fact, I used to do it every day. But what we got to do once I make that connection with you, we got to go back to that store, bro.
That's right.
Got to go back.
That's right. That $2, bro.
We got to.
That's right.
We're going to go to the manager. You cool with that? Now, if I just tell them that same day, in my face, I ain't doing that. I'm going to walk that walk with her, make the connection.
Build
2
that-
weeks
build that
later,
relationship.
we're going back to that store.
Build that relationship.
I saw you on camera, dog. Word, yes, we want to go make this right. That's when you know you're getting to them. That's real, recognized real. And I'm going to give you the $2. If you do it, I'm going to give it to you. And then tell me to give you an application. Even if you ain't going to work there, I'll give you an application. That's how you start to develop the transformational relationships with young men. Again, just trying to duplicate that leadership. But we can't just say, give me that cream pie.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to flip that cream pie and turn it into something that's going to benefit you instead of something that's going to send you to prison.
Yeah, and I think you hit it when you mentioned gatekeepers. There's so many people that could be that voice. There's so many people I know that flip houses.
Yes.
That if I would have known, I could have put $5,000 or $10,000 and bought a piece of crap house and took my time and worked it up instead of I'm gonna go get this pack.
No doubt.
This pack 10 more times, and then I don't even buy that house because I got this much money. I'm gonna just keep. But if I can do the same, bro, we know extraordinary hustlers.
Hell yeah.
Especially with our kids. I've seen kids take backpacks to school full of candy.
Yes.
Come home,
Facts.
$300, $400, $500 and do this 5 days a week, every day for their whole high school career, their whole middle school. And they become the candy man and leave and then be like, well, I don't know what to do. What do you mean? You just had a whole store.
No doubt.
Let's open this store. You're a businessman. Let me show you how I opened up my store because I own this. But then you got people like, I ain't telling them that.
The schools won't even tell them. They'll get in trouble for selling candy at the schools. And so the schools making the lunch period an entrepreneurial program. We're going to get 3 or 4 young men or young ladies that do this. Now we're going to let you make this formal. Set these tables up. You know what that could do?
Even if
Now-
you say, I need my cut, we need our 12%. We got to let you hustle on our block, on our lunch.
Now you got all these other kids in lunch. Like, damn, I want to do that. So now you create a young entrepreneur program in your school. But again, you know, the systems are against us. They set up, you know, for us to fail. So they rather suspend or expel a kid for doing something like that instead of empower him. Because what if? what if? Then it really it starts to break the myth. It starts to debunk the myth. It starts to change the narrative, and the narrative is already scripted, dog. For these kids, it's already scripted.
True story, Swift. What he was just talking about actually happened on the trip in Mississippi. The young men went into Rule 21 and began to just grab some stuff. And because of the impact of the relationship, I was able to address it that day. Marched them right back in there. We were able to pay for it. They didn't know they had an allowance, but I told them, I said, little did you know, there was already money that we were waiting to divvy out between y'all. And man, we actually took a picture with the manager, assistant manager, right in front of Rule 21. The conversation was about 1 hour and 30 minutes of impact of doing that. But I want to go back to what he said, man. These kids are not naive, man, at all. They see the subliminal messages, whether you're trying to send them directly or indirectly. These kids can see it, and they want to know, hey, Mr. Hines, why don't you rock out with AP no more? They want to know why they can't go back over to the barbershop talk, and you can't. What you gonna do? Finesse them? You gonna lie to them? Because that's what you're gonna do. If you're gonna tell them a reason why they can't go back and kick it with the kids that they didn't make relations and connections with, and them kids are gonna text about your lie. No,
They
bro.
said we can't pull up because y'all
Y'all don't even get along no more. What y'all fall out about, Mr. Patton? Why we can't go to gloves up, guns down? Mr. Patton, you can't move your ego and pride out the way for us to benefit from what Kareem is offering? Because you and Kareem had a disagreement. Hey, Mr. Patton, you told us if it was comfortable, there was no life to grow in that. You and Kareem had a disagreement. It was uncomfortable, right? You told us that's where life grows at. So why can't y'all fix y'all uncomfortability? Last night, man, I watched as 4 recipients in this city was acknowledged for awards. And do you know they were scared to applaud? At Deion Sanders thing, it blew me that I'm trying to be the loudest clapper in there for recipients that's doing amazing work in this city. I'm here to see Deion. And that broke me, man. That broke me, that stigma. And I'm watching people that's getting awards. And I don't want to get the name and names, but I'm sitting there like, nobody's clapping. Nobody. But when it's your turn, you won't. You can't even give a. They're not asking for. Can you give a hand? No. And you don't think the young men? It was a. Well, how many young people over
They
there?
wanted thousands of kids in there. They
They
made
were there.
sure that they put a
They
lot
were
of
sure
kids
that
in there.
adults couldn't even clap for other adults that's doing great work.
And now we want these kids to do that. They're gonna repeat exactly
on.
what they just seen.
Swift, we had Uptown. We gotta figure out something. My mind is always wondering, like, how can we create a safe space? Maybe it ain't so much as a club, but maybe the music is on while they playing pool, and maybe it's a area where they can just sit on the couch and just chop it up, you know. Man, we gotta. They gonna do something.
They gonna do
If
something.
you don't find something, bro, we was gonna be right where the shots just fired from. We was only 2 blocks over in the neighborhood, a little bit further over, still kicking it when we were their age. So it's not to go back to when we were their age, but we were gonna find something to get into. Uptown was it. 38th and Lafayette Road, that was the young teens club. And now they say, oh, well, you can't have that. Oh, okay. T, will you give me an Airbnb? And she gonna do it. And then she gonna say, oh, I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be adult supervision. She's out.
Auntie gone.
She's out.
200 kids that showed up to this 3-bedroom house.
Come on,
that
bro.
only fit 20
on, bro.
people. And you got 300 kids wilding. The next thing you know, it's on the news. Something tragic
bro.
that happened. Now it's trauma amongst 300 kids because they've seen, lost, got hurt themselves.
Or they might tell you, nah, there ain't no trauma. We good. We used to it, which is even more.
That's
the norm.
the worst part.
They sound desensitized.
That they're traumatized.
And I say that as an adult because when something happens that affects me, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, and people like, you need to talk to them. No, I'm good.
Yep.
But I go in my own shell.
Yep.
I don't bother nobody for 3-4 days. I don't speak.
Right.
And then I come out like nothing's wrong. But deep down inside,
Yeah.
I know it's some type of hurt. I just don't know how to access it and turn the key.
And your brain is fully developed. You're a grown man. These kids are doing the same thing, and they still thinking from the amygdala, that emotional part. So now they impulsive.
And now I'm aggressive. Now, every time I leave, because the last 6 times I done been outside, something that happened to my people, so I got to add this 30 on me. It's got to be the 30 with the thing on it, because I just don't even feel comfortable with this. They
mandatory.
gotta go now. If I go, they got to go.
Mandatory.
And if I'm carrying pistols or I'm with this little young lady now, I'm getting a little something. You can't tell me nothing, mama.
Yeah.
So now there's friction at home.
Yeah.
But mama's telling you, no, you can't go nowhere. I'm gone. I'm
I'm out of here.
And we have houses in Indianapolis that wait for those kids. I know young men that run away, young ladies that run away. There are houses in Indianapolis that will house those kids. That'll bring them right in.
Yep.
That'll throw a little pack on them.
Yep.
That'll give them instructions to go take a vehicle. That'll give them instructions to go do some dirt. And that's unfortunate, man, because that kind of relationship is what our kids are gravitating to. And I would hope that we could even speak to those brothers or those sisters, say, yo, your influence, because obviously they have a high level of influence. We could be doing something different. But, you know, right now, that kind of talk is corny.
It's corny.
Some people listen to me. I ask them corny. But it ain't corny, man, to save the lives of our young people, man. It's not corny to be passionate.
That's right.
About these young people, especially when you got kids.
Yeah.
Because my daughter will be commingling with these same kids. I can't tell my kids that you can't go downtown. Like, they should better come downtown, man, and chill.
And if you tell them that, because I was one of these kids, I'm going to find a way to go. I love my father.
No doubt.
My father had a strict policy. Like, nah, you can't go downtown.
Right.
Hey, my father call you, bro. I'm at your house this weekend. I'll be over there. It's probably be 4 or 5. I need you to leave the key under the mat for me.
With the right change of clothes. The change of clothes is in the bag. I'm going to go out looking like that. Look, I ain't going nowhere. Got to change the
I'm going to
clothes.
my brother's house.
Yep.
My big brother's house for the weekend.
Yep.
Hang out with him.
Yep.
Little do you know, I'm really in the car with John. And
Right.
hopefully nothing happens to me, because then I got to explain how I wasn't at this man's house that you thought I was at. So now you even look at my brother crazy, because
No doubt.
he went with the lie. He might not even have knew I was lying.
And when you're talking to kids in that same situation, now they like, yeah, you know, bro, like I was there. Yo, bro. So now you done made the connection. Now you tell them, Dan, you go downtown, bro, and some shit pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, your man put you in that car. We thought it was your man. The red, white, and blues come on, and he throw that pistol over there. You're like, you didn't even tell me it was hot.
Right.
So you done disrespected your
Right.
dad, your mama. Now you're in that car with your dude. Let's play chess versus checkers. You now here with these peons, these pawns, when you should have been listening to your queen. Now you messed up. So it's cool. Yeah, I feel you. But know the consequences too. And is that
big bro house where the guidelines that your father set and the perimeters are a little bit less structured, you know, and the bro gonna let me go around the corner. And that around the corner, we just going to play the Xbox. We going, cool. Man, I'll never make it there because when I've been that block, that's where Buddy is 17 and just got his little permit pulling up and picking us all up. And we downtown with it. And it goes back to a situation that happened in our city at a block party where these kids are so finesse savvy, they shift their phone to their tablet, and a tablet shows for the locator that I'm here, but they actually somewhere else. So they leave the tablet at the spot, and man, we had a casualty. And I go and show up to the block where it takes place, and I'm just, man, I'm praying, and just all of a sudden, a young man walks up to me that I done mentored into a man, and he said, "Miss Patton, that's my daughter." I said, "You lying to me? That's my baby. That's my baby that was hit." And I'm just, no words. I have no words. Then, boom, as I'm riding a bike, you know, just a few hours after another big block party jump off, somebody else is shot. "Hey, man, where you at?" "Oh, we riding." It's my nephew hit. My nephew was there. My son was there. My other nephew was there. My other nephew and a cousin and a young man I mentored, all at the same spot. Bullets rang out like Hiroshima, they said. Just everywhere. Everybody running. And by the grace of God, I don't have to share the testimony of a young man that I mentored. My son is living, breathing. You know, but it could have been. That's enough, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. I believe every solution is here. The fathers, man, that really care, bro, we can get up out of them beds. We can make downtown so many men walking around downtown during the weekend from Friday to Sunday. Fathers, I guarantee we gonna know one of them youngsters. I guarantee you, if you put 55, 60 black men that been there, the father's showing up, you gonna call one of them dudes by their first name and last. "Boy, if you don't come here," and he got that pole on him, but he's gonna respect who that voice is. Man, bro, we gotta get involved.
But the problem with that, AP, is if we get 50 or 60 influential young men in the city to do that, say we even put them downtown, we put them at Castleton, we even send them to Beach Grove.
Yeah.
Before a fight break out with the young people, fight gonna break out between the older people.
And that's
Man, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Because we'd have been did it.
That's tough.
But there's too many egos from what I see. And I'm a transplant.
You know what?
So I don't have the relationships from dudes. I came out here in '95, so I've been here long enough. I lived at the Fall Creek Wash, so I know a lot of people too.
That's so sad.
I see it. So we come down 50 people, we gonna start clicking up.
That's sad.
All 58 walking together. We'll start off as 50 and watch 12 go over here.
Wow.
Then me and my mans and them gonna go over
that's
here.
tough,
Then the
man.
kids see that. So now our kids are gonna click up. Your kids gonna come with you. Mine gonna come with me. My mad dude, they gonna come.
Wow.
Now we out here posturing. And what we tried to do,
We don't really create a smaller gang.
Wow.
come on, dog.
Then we ain't
And that's why that's
realize what we
scary.
need.
So until we come together as men,
Broken men.
put it on the table. Humility. There's power in humility. Let's really come together. I don't know if people ready to do that. That's some hard
That's real,
conversations.
man.
And you gotta say, like, nigga, I don't like you. Cause what you said, I done seen dudes. I done seen them. And I ain't posturing with them, but if you could go there on social media with somebody, when you see them in person,
Come on,
you
man.
should have the heart to be like,
That's real. I appreciate that.
we don't do that. Because it's dangerous to do that. Because
That's
right now,
that's the reality.
everybody, I don't know how you really feeling that day. You don't know what I'm going through. So that manly conversation that we should have might turn into pistol play.
And it's crazy because I watched that happen on social media. Some guys got into it, and when I seen them in the same lane, because of where we was, they respected the environment.
Yeah.
And when I pulled one to the side, I was like, you know what? People don't be understanding what people go through. The day if Buddy got into it, you could have been having the worst day of your life, and that's not even what you meant to do. No, but you was just in a bad mental space, and he said the triggering word that sent you to the rocket ship. And he was like, "OG, that's exactly what it was." He was like, "I didn't mean," but now it's at a point where it's there.
How you come back?
I can't even go. And I'm like, bro, it's not. He was like, nah, bro, it's really there. And I'm trying to figure out how I can, hey man, you cool. Things were said. It didn't lead to no blows. So it really ain't no beef because ain't nobody got punched. Ain't nobody did no shooting. So this ain't no real beef yet. It's some words was exchanged, and we as men should be okay with being able to say, I said the wrong thing. My fault, bro. Oh, you know, I accept your apology, and for what I said, I apologize because you're right. We both, let's shake on it. We ain't got to be the best of friends, but I respect you enough.
Come on, man.
And we can go out left, and when I see you, I'ma speak, keep it cordial, but we ain't gotta hate. But like you say, I think our mentals won't let that happen because we too tough inside.
We
sometimes.
won't allow ourselves to be broken. And what you're saying, that's so sad that, man, you said that, and I had to accept the reality of that. But when I said it, I'm saying it from a broken man's perspective. Yeah, I'm saying it because I'm amongst you three.
Yeah.
You know, and so those are the men I'm thinking that's going to be there. But the reality, she not. Because when we get 50 of them in there, how many out of 50 going to be broken? Maybe 8.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
And the egos are there. And now and not even to say that, man, the reason because we got something, man, that's going to take place, man, with a vision. The collaboration between this man and myself is because we're broken. It ain't even about the logos on the flyer. The logos are on the flyer to show people that we're coming together. And we can care less about the logos. We care about the impact. We care about the results after we come together. And man, to meet a guy that all that used to be in myself, to be broken, man, and not, man, that's the missing element. Especially, man, that's it, man. But the sad reality is what he said is so true.
It's true.
So true.
It's true. When you sit there and you think about it, that's what happens. Or it becomes my thing is this. Why are we following your lead? Who made you the boss? Bro, does that even matter at this point? The main goal is to make sure people say, who cares what you are, what you do, why do. And like you say, it ruins it. Because
Deion Sanders said it yesterday, man. I mean, we didn't say for the whole joint, but he said if my confidence makes you feel some kind of way, that's a you problem. You insecure.
Yeah.
You insecure. But I also think as a man, I got a lot of things I'm insecure about. I'm broken and I will never be completely fixed. I tell them boys, you will never be completely right. You will never, but it's not your fault. You know, once we get to this age, I'm saying it's our fault.
Yeah.
When they 15, 16, 14, it's not your fault, bro.
Yeah.
Adults have failed you. Systems have failed you. Teachers have failed you. But now that you know, now you know that. Now what we gonna do?
Yeah.
Now what we
fix
gonna
it, move
do?
forward.
Yeah. Or you gonna succumb to this out there. And if you do, let me take you to these prisons. Let me show you. Gotta show them. We do a dream tour. We go to Pendleton. We take them to Pendleton, dog. You know Pendleton, that's a straight up Pendleton fight.
Yeah.
If you're going far east side, you're talking maybe a 20-minute ride.
That's easy. That's it.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
We take them to the youth prison, boys school.
Then the Supermax.
That's right across the street.
Yeah.
Right across the street. That's intentional.
Before COVID.
Then we take them to Geist. Same day, we go to the reservoir. You make a decision.
Where you want to live at?
You make a decision. We take them to the mansions. We don't get out, you know, people, we come up there in the vans or we ride through. These kids are like, and these are dope dealer homes. Nah, my dude. But they ain't never been there. How you ain't never been here? Your mom ain't never brought you here? Your daddy? Your uncle? Wow. You can show them 42nd and Post. You can show them 38th. Show them 25th and Emerson. 20 minutes away, we can go to Geist.
Yeah.
Show them something different.
Because the expectation.
Show them something different. But you make a decision. We gotta expose them to something different. That's why we love taking young men out of town. He takes them out of town. To the same conversation I got with a young man on 25th and Keystone at that juvenile center, he's gonna receive it differently.
His
when we're
different.
in New York.
It's different. It's different. Right.
Receive it different when we on a college campus because they don't have all that noise.
Facts.
It's a bunch of noise out here right now, man. You gotta separate them for the noise to give them clarity.
Yeah.
But how many men are really out here that could really be that invested? Your program looks great on social media, dog. Much respect to you. But like you said, once you get all them likes, then what?
Yeah.
And as a man, you got to be feeling some kind of way. Like when I sit down, I'm with my kids, but I spend sometime more time with my mentor kids than I do my own. That's a balance I got to figure out. But I sit around, I know my kids are good. These kids ain't good. And I feel convicted. I can't imagine, but I get to unpack it.
Yeah.
5 days a week, I get to unpack it. I get to be a part of the solution. How many men out here, how many of y'all out here really see the news, see what's going on social media? How can you not feel convicted? about what's going on with our kids. How can that not be your call to action? So what you're doing right here, this should be a call to action. Whether you hear us or you see us, don't just hear it, all right, that was cool, then turn your TV or your radio off. This should be your call to action. And we could do that and be real about it. Maybe we don't get 50 or 60. Let's start with 10 downtown. Let's start with 20. And if we're about our business, you know how it goes. You know how it goes? Yeah.
Because you're going to tell somebody, bro, I think you would be a big help.
No doubt.
Yeah, I've watched you change your life.
No
You
doubt.
speak the language these kids. They going to see
Yes.
you and be like, what you used to do?
Facts.
And you're going to identify, then they're going to gravitate, they're going to listen to you.
Yeah.
The same kids that's listening to me, but sometimes look at me like, I don't know about OG.
Right.
That's cool. You don't. I'm not even going to come on and help these kids because, again, it takes for us to help us. Trauma still hurts.
That's
You know
real.
what I mean?
That's real.
There is so much trauma amongst these youngsters that I don't think we realize as adults sometimes. Because, again, as a kid, I probably lost one friend before I was 15, 16 years of age. You know what I'm saying? As an adult, feels like I lose a friend or an associate every other week. But these kids they losing multiple friends before the age of 11, 12 years old due to violence most of the time. Not even...
And then, like you said, they be on the basketball court. They be like, man, clean that up and check.
Yeah.
Kid get shot on the basketball court. News
Nothing.
come out. corner come out.
Desensitized.
Move that. Let's go.
Man, hurry up, move the body. How long is it gonna be, man?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting over in Brentwood Town and Terrace, and he's sitting there and he's dribbling the ball, and he said, "Oh man, I was right there when he got popped." But in the meantime, in between time, I'm trying to get to the court, and he's on the court. Get him out of here so we can get our 21 back on. That was the mindset. And Shorty, couldn't be no more than 10, 11. He's like, yeah, bro, I was right there when he got popped. Meantime, how long is it gonna be for that van that put him in that black bag get here so we can get back to this game? And that was just, I was just like, wow. But man, it goes back to what Kareem was just saying, man. I sit and look at the kids today that they always say, Mr. Patton, you know what I'm saying? They'll backdoor you. I said, in order to backdoor you, I had to trust you to come in the front door.
Facts.
You can't get behind me unless I trusted you. Because ain't nobody that I don't trust gonna get behind me. My back is to the wall and my eyes is forward. And you can't get in the respective space. You can't be that close. Because if I can touch you, it's a problem. Because I don't trust you, I don't know you. And I constantly said just what he was saying, man, to piggyback off of what he was saying about the kids being desensitized, man. You sit and look at how quick somebody, the downtown, man, them kids it was no remorse or nothing, man. What?
Bro, it was a
That's
video
normal.
floating around
Why y'all
of
tripping?
7 fights in the middle of the parking garage that ended up leading to what happened later that night. And then kids was, what we doing? We going to the next floor to continue? And I'm like, y'all don't even get it. Something's bad's gonna happen, and something bad happened.
Yeah, bro. Man,
But like you said, then 3 days later, if you're on social media and active like us, 3 days later there was a flyer to promote a fight that said, "Bring your guns, bring your guns." We with that.
last night Dion said something that provoked me to almost interrupt his statement. He said, "I'm the greatest father in this building. I feel like I'm on the planet."
Oh, I probably threw something at the stage.
I'm like, so I say, when he said it, it was an intentional, and like, hold on, I wanted to stand up like, cat, I'm in this building, and I said that not in arrogancy. It was like he said in confidence.
Right.
Because what made me the greatest father in my own personal opinion is that I'm humble enough to push my son to Kareem when I know I'm missing. A lot of times people ain't able to realize that. I can push my son to Kareem because I trust and trust him with my son to cover my son and to take care of my son. But Kareem's words that are going to impact might be the same exact words. And when my son come back and he say, "Dad, Kareem said something identical to what I'm saying," it ain't my job to say, "Man, I've been told you that."
Right.
It's my job to say, "What?" What? And to hit Kareem and be like, "Hey, bro, can you come get him tomorrow?"
No doubt.
We miss that because our egos. We're trying to figure out why Kareem is impacting my son, my bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, and missing the whole point that it takes a nation. It takes a nation. He's coming with me. He lives with me every day. My words is just wah, 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 wah. Kareem said it. He like Kareem swag. I don't care what he gravitated to him for. Kareem, oh man, Kareem. And it's not that he's replacing you. He's just hearing. He's listening now. He heard you, but he's listening to Kareem. And if we ain't humble enough to realize that our words ain't penetrating, here, get him, Ring. Here, Swift. I trust him with you.
I seen that firsthand. Like I say, me and my father like this, but as you, I think sometimes my father used to tell my uncle certain things for my uncle to come because he knew.
Right.
Oh, he wear a hat because of you. Right. He moved like this because of you. Even though he with me, I know who you are to him. You're his brother to a degree. So go tell him he messing up, bro. Because if I tell him, he gonna look at me like I'm stupid, and I'm probably gonna hit him in the chest. So can you go tell him for me real quick? And my uncle like, yo, where you grades? You tripping? Oh, you right, All right, And now that I got older, he's gonna be like, y'all used the double team. And I appreciate it because I probably would ignore you, unfortunately.
But for real.
But you dad, and I feel like you bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Well, Unc is Unc, and he's like it's different, you know. And
flip side of that is there are fathers that will pull young men out of our program.
That's why I was
fathers
getting
who are not active.
That was like,
But we'll hear from the mother, and sometimes mothers will weaponize us. They'll weaponize the mentoring program.
Yep.
My son is over here, new boy now. Now dad's like, for real? And then someone come back and talk about what he's doing in the program. Next thing you know, we don't see that kid. Pops pulled him out. Even though Pops is not the custodial guardian, I'm pulled him out. You know, and I don't know what that dad is going through. I don't know. My father put me in front of a karate instructor or a mentor and allowed them and his message to resonate through them, like you. So I'm cool with that. Maybe that dad didn't have that. So I'm not, chastising or scrutinizing that dad, but it happens and it traumatizes the kid. We got kids out here now, everything is bro. We break it down to a level, you gotta stop calling these dudes your bros, because like you said, if you call me a bro, you don't let them in the front door and you don't even know him. Because my bro, I've yet to hear in Indianapolis with any of these young people dying, a bro staying with their kid, staying with their brother. When they find these kids dead, they by themselves though, they bleeding out, they gone. You have yet to hear the news report that we found 16-year-old ABC young man over here and his friend was holding him. And I talked about, I'm like, if that's your bro, my brother, if he gets shot, my brother, I'm not leaving him, dog.
I'm filthy.
You're gonna find me with him. I'm not leaving him. You're gonna find me with him. I'm gonna be the first interview. You're gonna find me with him. None of y'all hard enough to stay around. But you growing this, you growing that. Y'all ain't hard enough, because they could be, if we smoke together, we drink and all that. Nobody ever stay with these kids. They dying by themselves. They dying in these cars. They dying in these alleys.
Fact.
Y'all dropping each other off at the hospital. Ain't telling nobody what's going on. But you're a bro. And then I switch it to, don't tell me you love me. Don't do that. They get out my car, love, Ring. Yo. We do a whole session. Don't do that. Because if I love you, I'm going to tell you, I love you.
That's
not
right.
love.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't shortchange.
If it's real.
If it's real,
If it's real. No.
I need my personal, I love you.
If it's real.
Yeah.
If it's real. And love come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, dog. But when I love you, that means I could get in your behind. And you're not going to shut down. You're not going to start acting crazy. When you love somebody, you don't have enough of that. We could say we love each other, but love before it becomes real got to be tested. And that's the hard, because I'm a grown-ass man. And another grown-ass man tests me, we are taught. Especially where I come from, New York, I'm a standoff dude. I'm still, to the core.
Yeah.
I got to learn how to collaborate more. But if your energy ain't matching my energy, then if it ain't aligned, I'm cool. You could call it arrogance. I call it protecting space, baby.
Absolutely.
I have nothing against you. We got to teach that to the kids, because they let people in too fast. Yo, bro. Nah, stop calling me a bro. We don't do that in our program. No, bro. Now, if it's your bro, when we go 1, 2, 3, new boy, 4, 5, 6 family, don't get in there and do that. Then when something go bad, or you going to schools, or you going at home, you doing something that don't align with what we talking about. So again, it's a message that we can't be selfish about, that's going to resonate with them overnight. You keep on going. You keep preaching it to them. Sometimes the pastor is doing that call to the altar every Sunday. I'm like, Pastor, ain't nobody coming up. Pastor, everybody here is saved. But he keep doing it. Because when that one come up,
That one
it makes it all worthwhile.
makes it.
And that's what it is. When you can get that one, it makes it all worthwhile.
No, that's real. Listen, we can continue this conversation for hours.
Yeah,
and I know we'll be back and we'll do this again because, again, you guys are somebody, as we created this, that was on the top of my program list. Like, I had to have you involved.
Absolutely humble.
You know what I mean?
Honored
And there's
as well.
others out there as well. And I just, again, working with your students, you know what I'm saying? Seeing you move around, and we got a lot of close associates. It was just like, yo, these two top of my list, when you fill in the blanks, it's a must.
Wow.
Because I understand what you guys do and how important you guys are. So before we go, because there are going to be people that see this that need an Antonio, they need a Kareem to help their household, to help their young men transition. How can they find and get in touch with New Boys?
New Boy, man, newbreederyouth.org, NEWBREEDYOUTH.org. You can register through our program online. You can also download the app, IBNB Mentor. That's on iPhones, Android. IB is for Inner Beauty. That's my wife's program. So any young ladies, everything that you've heard me talk about is duplicated through the young ladies program, which is called Inner Beauty. My wife, Crystal Hines. So IBNB Mentor. You can download the app. You can reach us at newbreederyouth.org. Reach out. I might not answer your email tonight, tomorrow, but it will get answered within 72 hours.
New Boy, it's a must. AP?
Man, same thing, man. Move Inc., man, Metavision Empowering at gmail.com, and that's going to send you right to the website, man, and it shows volunteer, sign up, all the information is right there, and also you can connect on the social media, Facebook platform. You can just put in Move, and it'll pop right up, Move Inc., or Move Metavision Empowering on Facebook, and it'll take you right into a link that once you get to the Facebook, it's going to show you the website link as well, and it'll put you right into contact. And as he was saying, within 48 hours, one administration that answered all the emails, done hit me and said, hey, we got a mom or dad looking for programming for the son.
So yours is 48, mine 72. You had to do me one. So mine 3 days, yours 2. You had to, I thought we were
No, that wasn't a competition. I was just telling you. I don't answer them, big dog. I don't answer them. I had to put people in a place that was better than me and answer. I'm horrible at emails. If I was answering it, it would never get answered. So I had to put somebody in there who was real good that helps me be a better me, a better version of myself.
That's dope. And before I go, if nobody caught this, I caught this multiple times throughout the interview. The involvement of your queens is amazing. And I know this is the guy's guide, but I know there's women paying attention to this, whether they have single kids or maybe they were somebody who came up with the same type of background that some of these men come up. Because there's some women out here that's tougher than guys, for a fact. Like, not even a joke about that. You know what I mean? And they've transitioned, they've transformed.
Yeah.
They got to be in touch with you guys because we need that motherly touch. No doubt. You know what I mean? In these programs, just as a man run we need that hug from a woman sometimes because that motherly hug transforms so much and it brings so much comfort that I don't think people understand. Like, to get a hug, that's just a hug sometimes when I'm going through the worst, and you don't even know I'm going through it.
Right.
But that hug from a woman, and even a man, that hug, that love, just changes everything sometimes. So I encourage the men and the women that watch this to reach out to the guys, find out about the programs, find out how you can be involved and you can be part. Because we can't change Indianapolis if we don't change Indianapolis. You know what I mean? We can't change our youth if we don't change our youth.
real.
And it's not about telling them what to do. It's about showing them what to do and leading them in the direction and taking them through what our experiences were at a point in time. And are they a little different now than they were then? Absolutely. For sure. That's not a question. We all know that. But we need people in our lives. Again, I know for me coming up, it was the Boys to Men program when I was at Guy Creek Middle School. And it's crazy because I was never really in the program. My younger brother was, but I was so cool with the Roscoes. And I would just show up. Like, that's why I died. Like, I used to just come and he'd be like, bro, you're not even in here, but it seems to keep you out of trouble. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even my younger brother, his basketball coach, like, I knew who was better. I mean, and he would let Coach Carl would let me sit on the bench and coach and let
You know that too. You know that too.
You know what I'm saying? So
Camera rolling.
yeah, he got you again. So it's like these type of things, you don't understand maybe when it's happening, but 20, 30 years, you appreciate it because it impacts. Again, I could have did so much on a Saturday.
No doubt.
But me sitting here on this coaching, writing down scores, hey, run this play, y'all tripping, man. It probably kept me from being behind bars and doing something that I shouldn't have done. And that's why I encourage y'all out there watching this. 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time to go speak at the programs because you own a business. These kids want to be business owners. They don't want to work for corporate America no more.
That's right.
You flipping houses, you buying houses, you understand stock market, you understand podcasting. They want to do this, but they can't do it if we hold the messaging in our pocket and don't share it with the world. So take the time to reach out and find out how you can share your success story with these young men and young women out here, because if you don't, they don't grow. And that's what it's all about. And that's what this show is about too. Finding solutions, having conversations. And again, as we develop this show, it's going to be a lot of different things and a lot of different conversations, from the prosecutor coming in here to psychiatrists coming in here to who knows who comes in here. You know what I mean? Men and women that's been to jail and talk about their time. So it's going to be a lot. And that's what this is about. And we appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. Right. This is just the first. There's going to be so many more. And again, this program doesn't happen without you. And that's what it's all about. So we'll see you next time on The Guy's Guide. Next week's show will feature Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears as we talk about some of the things going on in the community and how the prosecutor's office is doing some amazing, dope things. So we'll definitely see you next week.